Very lovely afternoon. You're welcome to Game Plan on 99.7 Joy FM. It's also live on Hitz 103.9 FM. I'm your host, Fentuo Tahiru Fentuo. It's been a very wet, rainy morning all up until the afternoon. I hope you've taken really good care of yourself. It's 21 past the hour, 1 p.m. inside the studios of Joy FM here in Kokomlemle, Accra. From wherever you tuned in on social media, on X Spaces or on YouTube, on Facebook, from anywhere around the world, welcome to the show. We have three big issues to talk about today. One of it is the African Games. Now we know that the president has ordered a forensic audit onto the African Games expenditure. Almost $250 million spent on the game. But after the NIB investigation, they came to the conclusion that there is a need to look further into that expenditure. How were the contracts awarded? Was there value for money? From infrastructure to operation. $50 million spent on food. $5 million on production, television production. A lot of the other expenditure line items. $2 million on LOC compensation of employees. Use of goods and services, $44 million. Contingency, $1.6 million. So it's a lot. It's a whole lot of things that we will get into. Media engagement, $16,000. Creation of social media accounts, 23,000 Ghana cedis. Charlie, the issues plenty, so we'll try and go through them as quickly as possible. The other issue we'll talk about, Kubasa Santu Kotoko and Accra House of Folk will face each other Sunday, in the first super clash of the season. It's the biggest game in Ghana football calendar. And we'll look ahead to it. The other issue is, and this is critical, Cristiano Ronaldo says that as far as he is concerned, his dream is not to win the FIFA World Cup. And that using the FIFA World Cup to judge a player is unfair because it's only 6 or 7 games. That means 6 or 7 games, you go and play 6 or 7 games, you win a World Cup, and then you say that because you won the World Cup, you are best player in the world. He says, no! In that interview with Piers Morgan, basically two grown men stroking each other's egos. Quite a number of things he said. But really, we asked the question, is Ronaldo just being inconsistent? Because he said previously on many occasions that his dream is to win the World Cup. That the World Cup is the biggest competition in the world. Now at 40, with no realistic chance of winning the World Cup, he says the competition is not that important. Okay. So we'll get into that, and then hopefully with some more time, we'll look ahead to some of the weekend matches in the Premier League. 2 big games. Spurs against Man United will kick things off on Saturday afternoon, and then you have Manchester City at home to Liverpool on Sunday at 4:30 p.m. So quite a lot to look forward to on the show this afternoon, which is proudly brought to you by Betway and Petrosol. I'll tell you a bit more about them very, very shortly. But as usual, ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to the show.
Figlio di Roma, capitano, bandiera, campione d'Italia e campione del mondo. Uno scudetto, 2 Supercoppe, 2 Coppe Italia. Scarpa d'oro e Golden Foot, è semplicemente uno di noi. 307 gol, 786 presenze, 567 da capitano. Numero 10, Francesco! Figlio di Roma, capitano, bandiera, campione d'Italia e campione del mondo. Uno scudetto, 2 Supercoppe, 2 Coppe Italia. Scarpa d'oro e Golden Foot, è semplicemente uno di noi. 307 gol, 786 presenze, 567 da capitano. Numero 10, Francesco!
I'm gonna say Atsrim is going to win today match. The match is not fight, but Atsrim, for Atsrim they are going to score. Kotoko and win 2 and half. Coco, half 1-1.
I'm a woman, I'm a fabulous fan, but I'm surely yesterday I dreamed this match is going to be a 1-0 in this ball, but the 1-0 is going to the favor of the market because I'm a Kotoko fan.
And that is the big kickoff. This is the cliffhanger. It's Accra has to work against Kumasi Asante Kotoko.
This is the mother of all rivalries in Ghana Premier League, and this is the time for yet another one. Now there's a one-on-one here. And of course we get the ball to goalkeeper Slama. And Slama, and on goal! Oh, this is unpardonable!
Very, very difficult. He had a lot of men up front.
Samuel and Zimmerman. What is going to happen? Mad Matu! It is a goal! Mad Matu! What a classic goal! A goal beyond standard! A surprising goal on the stroke of full time! They are doing 5 minutes of time added on. Chance of the box! That is the winner! That is the winner! From Michael Leko.
Stand up, for the champions, stand up.
Yeah, let's stand up for the champions. The champions are in action. Kumasi Asante Kotoko and Accra Hearts of Oak on Sunday. That should be some game. Kickoff is at 4 p.m. But our guys are here. I've kind of, gone down memory lane with them on some of the sounds from that particular incident. Guys, welcome to the show. Sitsofe, Philip, Atsrim, Daniel, Koranteng are here. How you doing, guys? Yo. You okay?
Yeah, I'm very well.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Last week you weren't.
But I'm well.
I need to be sure.
Now would I be here if I was not well?
Okay. I needed you to tell the audience. So
I'm super fantastic.
That I didn't.
I just don't like dishonest people.
That's right.
Yes.
You mean like Ronaldo?
Ronaldo is not dishonest. He's the most honest human being
How do you say that?
He's the most honest human being I've ever encountered.
Ronaldo?
Yes.
This guy is the most honest human being you've ever encountered.
They don't know what to run with 40 degrees. They don't know. And I'll still continue. And I repeat, the Saudi League is much better than Portuguese League, of course. French League is only PSG. Premier League is good, of course, is the number one. And they should count even they should count like the goals to be the top scorer, the golden ball. Why they don't count Saudi league? Why? You see, look how many players, top players we have in the league. Check. Ask the other players if the league is good. Don't ask to me, because it's easy to ask me, because I'm always say the same time. Cristiano say that because he play in Saudi. No. Listen, I play everywhere. For me, it's more easy to score in Spain than score in Saudi.
Wow. The most honest human being. So much easier to score in Spain than in the Saudi Pro League.
Have you played in the La Liga before?
Eh?
Fentuo Tahiru Fentuo. Have you played in the La Liga before? Have you played in Spain before? I'm asking you a question.
I've not played in Spain before.
Have you played in Saudi before?
I've not played in Saudi before.
How many players have more goals in the La Liga than Ronaldo?
Top scorer.
No, in the history of La Liga, how many players have more goals than Cristiano Ronaldo?
Top scorer.
We will not reach. In fact, you can't even. In the Saudi League, since he got there, how many players have scored more goals than him?
Top scorer.
So if he tells you that it's easier to score in Spain than Saudi Arabia, who are you to argue with him?
No problem.
And there's evidence to back it.
And the evidence is where?
Benzema left Spain as the world's best striker. He's gone to Saudi.
Onyade.
Benzema left Spain as the Ballon d'Or winner, the best striker in the world. He went to Saudi. He can't replicate it.
You do know that goal scoring is not just the job of only the goal scorer. He needs service. For the people he played with.
Do you know the team in which? Do you know the team that Benzema plays in?
Are those players? A question. Are those players better than the ones he played with at Madrid?
But are the players Ronaldo is playing with in Saudi better than the ones he played with at Madrid?
No.
But he's scoring. He's scoring the goals.
So
Benzema left Europe as the world's best striker. He's gone to Saudi. He can't replicate it.
Onyade.
Because the Saudi league is tough.
Tougher than. Tougher than.
As Ronaldo said, of course.
Portuguese league.
Oh yes.
He said it's second to Premier League because Premier League is the best.
He didn't
say that.
Why you put it? You are a very dishonest man. Charlie. You are a very dishonest man. He didn't say that.
Hey, should I play the
He did not say that.
He said, hey, hold on.
For Copacabana, for say 10 minutes, who gets the most attention?
Not famous? If you ask me, Cristiano is a dream to win. They never been here. They never play here. They don't know what to run with 40 degrees. They don't know. And I still continue. And I repeat, the Saudi league is much better than Portuguese league, of course. French league is only PSG. Premier League is good, of course, is the number one. And they should count like the goals to be the top scorer, the golden ball. Why they don't count Saudi league? Why? You see, look how many players, top players we have in the league. Check. Ask the other players if the league is good. Don't ask to me, because it's easy to ask me, because I'm always say the same time. Cristiano say that because he play in Saudi. No. Listen, I play everywhere. For me, it's more easy to score in Spain than score in Saudi.
Note. Cristiano has played in Italy.
Yes.
He could have also said that it was easier to score in Italy than in Saudi, but he didn't. He specifically said Spain, having experienced how tough or otherwise it is to score in the Premier League, in Italy, and also now in La Liga. I'm saying, why did they laugh? He didn't also say.
You didn't even call yourself out for being dishonest.
He didn't. No, the fact that he only called that Premier League as being number one and didn't mention any other league in the process except the ones that Saudi Pro League is better than. He leaves room for the interpretation I assigned to it that Saudi League.
He didn't even say that the Saudi League was better than La Liga. He only said it was easier to score.
Fair.
It doesn't make it. It doesn't make it better.
I understand, but you see what? There's so many control. See, in every scientific experimentation, we have to control certain factors before you can arrive at a certain conclusion. What that Ronaldo statement of which league is easier to score in doesn't account for is the period and the time he played in those leagues. because a 40-year-old playing in the Saudi Pro League certainly will struggle more than a 23 or 24-year-old playing in Spain. And those were the ages at which Cristiano played in Spain.
But that's
so certainly it was easier for him.
Especially with Cristiano Ronaldo, that is not true. Do you know why?
He scored more goals after 30 years than when he was in United. And he did it in Spain. He did it in Italy. He did it in England.
Hold on.
So we're talking about score zero.
He seems to score more the older he gets.
We are talking about Ronaldo.
Hold on, question.
You're not talking about any normal player.
No, is he scoring more now than he was when he was in his 30s?
Yes.
Like early 30s?
Yes.
No, that's not
No,
true.
why are you choosing early 30s?
Why are you choosing early 30s?
Because Ronaldo, according to all of you,
no, you
and the facts support it.
You
yes,
made a statement which translates to the younger you are, the better you are. And Ronaldo
but when Ronaldo was hold on, but when Ronaldo was in his early 30s, he was scoring higher than
in football.
Now that he's in late 30s.
Not young, he's old.
In football, and you said in scientific analysis, some factors need to be in place.
Yes.
The average footballer after 30 years, you are not young.
You are
It is
supposed
Ronaldo
to decline.
Yes.
who has redefined that age thing at the highest level. It's Ronaldo who has put in pressure on many players to stay playing even though they are tired. Otherwise, they would have retired like Zidane and Ronaldo, the Brazilian Ronaldo. Zidane
Who are you referring to here? We still have players retiring in their 30s.
I'm saying at the highest level. It is Ronaldo who has put pressure on other players to keep playing even though they are tired and panting. Otherwise, at age 33, players will be retiring like Zizou did, like Brazilian Ronaldo did, like Ronaldinho did. At age 30 in football, you are old though. Teams are not even giving more than 1 year contract extension to players because scientifically in football at age 30 you are too old. So when you are talking about football and as you mentioned scientific analysis, if we want to talk about a player who is younger, 23 to 27 young, 28, 29, 33 but Ronaldo at what is perceived to be an aged footballer, that age. That is where.
Do you think that only applies to Ronaldo though? Are there not players that peak later on?
No, we've not seen any player who's played better.
So in what year did Benzema become the best player in the world?
It doesn't mean he has played better after 30. He had only one good season after 30.
You see, no, I'm saying that the general consensus that we all know that players play much better in their younger ages is true. But I'm also saying that the exception of peaking late or playing better at your older age is not exclusive to Ronaldo. It's what I'm saying.
It was led by Ronaldo.
So I've mentioned Benzema.
We are literally talking about a 20-year career. That half has been played before the age of 30 and half has been played after the age of 30. And the evidence suggests that after the age of 30, the guy is better than before. Which player can you mention that gives you that? I'm not talking about one-off seasons here and there. I'm talking about consistency over a general and a long period of time. Which other player can you give me that? So your analogy is wrong when you're talking about Ronaldo. If you're talking about Lukaku, you can mention that. But when we are talking about Cristiano Ronaldo, don't bring that here because he's not your normal. He's not your normal player.
Yeah, it's different.
So this is Cristiano Ronaldo. He says he's not normal. He's perfecto. Piers Morgan asked him about a very specific comparison between him and David Beckham. And I quite like this interaction.
The Copacabana for, say, 10 minutes. Who gets the most attention?
Not famous?
Not famous, just your body.
Me. 100%.
I knew it. I knew it.
Come on, Piers.
I agree with you.
You agree.
I'm just
Thank you.
Just trying to tease it out of you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't need that, but imagine. Let's imagine something.
No one's looking at Beckham, is it?
Come on. Come on. He know that.
He knows
His
that.
face is beautiful. Yeah, handsome face.
The rest is...
The rest is normal. Like, he's normal. I'm not normal. I'm perfecto.
That's what DK was alluding to. He said the normal guy, Ronaldo, is not normal.
Not normal.
He's perfecto.
Yeah, perfecto.
Let's go to World Cup.
If you ask me, Cristiano, is a dream to win the World Cup? No, it's not a dream. Really? Yes. To win the World Cup, none will change my name in history of football. I'm not gonna lie. One thing that I'm sure, that I'm enjoying the moment. And I learn by the time that the moment is the most important thing that we have. We are not qualified already. Enjoy the moment. The moment is good. I played 3 days ago in Hungary in Sporting Stadium. Maybe it was my last game in that stadium. You never know. And I'm enjoying there. My mommy was there. My family was there. And it was good. And people say, Cristiano will be the greatest if they win the World Cup. I'm not agreeing.
But, I think
win 3 titles for Portugal. The story of Portugal.
You know my view of this. I believe you are the greatest footballer to ever play the game.
Thank you.
I like Piers Morgan. He just agrees with everything Ronaldo says. And I'm not even, I respect it. I understand it. Ronaldo says that he doesn't think that he needs to win the World Cup to be considered the greatest or one of the greatest players of all time. In fact, he says that not winning the World Cup takes nothing away from his CV. You know, to be honest, I don't even think that is debatable. The guy is literally one of the greatest players of all time. But the suggestion that it's not fair for anybody to say that because he didn't win the World Cup, there might be something missing in his CV. I don't think that. I think he should allow people and he should respect people's opinions and people's right to say that.
But why don't
because
you respect his opinion and
no. I just said no. I literally just said that I don't even take anything away from what he said. I said, look, Ronaldo is one of the greatest players of all time. And
but why do you think every time
hold on?
No,
Ronaldo is one of the honestly. And he's right. Like he doesn't need to win the World Cup for anybody to.
So what's the issue?
The issue here is that not just by the mere fact that he stated it, is the fact that there is an aspect of that, but I don't think it's captured in this voice, but there's an aspect of that particular interview where he sought to suggest that the World Cup, which he's in his words is made up of only 6 to 7 games, is not as important.
No,
that's not what
I said suggest. Hey, hold on.
Absolutely nothing.
Hold on.
Deliberately misinterpreted what the guy was trying to say.
This is what he said. Hey. I'm playing Kotoko songs. Sorry. Listen carefully.
Yes. To win the World Cup, none will change my name in history of football. I'm not gonna lie. One thing that I'm sure that I'm enjoying the moment, and I learn by the time that the moment is the most important thing that we have. We are not qualified already. Enjoy the moment. The moment is good. I played 3 days ago in Hungary in Sporting Stadium. Maybe it was my last game in that stadium. You never know. And I'm enjoying there. My mommy was there. My family was there. And it was good. And people say, Cristiano will be the greatest if they win the World Cup. I'm not agreeing.
I think
win 3 titles for Portugal. The story of Portugal.
You know my view of this. I believe you are the greatest footballer to ever play the game.
Thank you.
No, the part I'm looking for is not here.
The part we all heard it. Everybody who's listening that loves football would have watched Ronaldo. What Ronaldo was seeking to say.
You know, the part where he said 6 to 7 matches.
And it was on the back of this that he doesn't think that winning the World Cup is what will qualify him to be the greatest player or one of the greatest players. And I said
that's a fair comment
because
from
he doesn't even think that after everything that he has done, playing and winning a tournament over a World Cup over 7 games should be what will be used to judge him as the greatest player. He didn't say that, and he said that is unfair. Still talking about him. He didn't generalize it to say that any player who wins the World Cup by winning 7 games and it's called the best is unfair. No, he was talking about himself and everything that he has achieved as Ronaldo. Saying that, are you seriously thinking that winning the World Cup after winning 7 games, after everything is done, is what will make him one of the best players? No, that's unfair, and that's a fact.
Fair enough.
No, before it's a very important point that Sitsofe has made, and I'm just going to put the margarine on the bread. You, Fentuo Tahiru, are you going to tell me that before December 18, 2022, you didn't think Messi was the greatest of all time? Did you need that final win against France
to confirm anything
to you?
Can I ask you?
You did not.
No,
because
hold on.
No,
No, I'm throwing the question back to you.
I knew you before then, and I know you. I know that you did not.
Let me throw the question back to you.
Throw it.
After winning the FIFA World Cup, did it add something to Lionel Messi's career or not?
Of course it did. But
so if Ronaldo won, hold on. So if Ronaldo won, no,
did he change his status on info?
Hold on. Are you saying no? Are you genuinely saying that before Messi won the World Cup, there were not many people with question marks around him simply because of the World Cup? So then by winning, by winning, he converted every other doubting Thomas that had a question about him and his career because of the World Cup. So I'm saying even for Ronaldo, I agree with what he says, that he thinks that it's unfair for people to judge his entire career and say that it's not great because he lacks a World Cup. That's okay. But I'm saying that if he wins the World Cup, it would greatly enhance his own reputation. Winning the World Cup will not hurt him in one bit. So we can have those two conversations. I get it. So I'm saying we can have those two conversations to answer your question about. So yeah, there were people with question marks about Messi. We can't sit down here and say that it's not true. That if Messi didn't win the World Cup, he would forever not be considered to be the greatest player of all time. Like the greatest player of all time, you have to win the World Cup. And even me, as much as I love Messi, I had those question marks. But how do you go and debate who the greatest player of all time is, and he can't put on the table the greatest trophy of all time in football?
You see, that's where we'll go back to the interview and put into context what Cristiano Ronaldo dos Santos said. Ronaldo, after saying the whole World Cup thing, went on to say he has won 3 and we have won 3 titles for Portugal. Before he came into the national team, Portugal hadn't won anything.
Fact.
So he's trying to quantify and do a general analysis of what he has contributed to the Portuguese, because winning a World Cup is for your country.
Since when did Portugal become favorites to win a World Cup?
World Cup.
Nobody. Who mentioned Portugal and World Cup?
So to him, claiming or winning these 3 trophies, the 2 Nations Leagues and the Europe, for a country like Portugal,
it's a significant achievement.
It's very significant, especially for his national team career. So you can't just sit there and tell him that he should go and win. It is like telling me that you will be a liar if you tell me that that Van Persie season where Man United won the league is the same as Leicester City winning the league title. Yes, the trophies are the same, but they are two completely different things. The effects are completely different. And you are talking about Portugal, you are talking about Argentina. Now Argentina, I know since when did they start crying for World Cup? Argentina, they win World Cups. Brazil wins World Cups.
Germany, yes.
Germany wins World Cup. Did you see Senegal when Mane won them the African Cup? They've never seen a trophy before. That's the difference. They've never in their history seen a trophy before.
We have
Ghana has won 4 AFCONs.
Thank you.
And you are crying for the 5th one.
We are crying for an AFCON. I don't even think that when we cry for an AFCON, we are crying for a 5th one. No, but we want an AFCON.
No, but we've won 4. We've won 4.
No, so yes, it answers the question that the fact that we've won before doesn't make another win less significant.
No, hang on.
That's what you are trying to suggest about the Messi World Cup.
Hold on.
Simply because Argentina have 2 previous World Cups.
No, wait.
This one is nothing. It doesn't weigh much.
The only reason
we have 4 AFCONs. If we win AFCON today, to be the most important AFCON.
No. But winning changes everything, because the reason why Ghana had gone into AFCONs being one of the favorites to win was because they done before. Senegal, until they won, it always came as dark horses. No matter how talented their squad was. Even the one they won, they were not favorites. Egypt were still favorites. Even going into the final, everybody knew that Senegal were balling. They were still the dark horses. Why? They didn't have the pedigree. They had not done it before. So winning changes everything. Ghana, when we go into AFCON, as we are Ghana, when we play teams, they think Ghana is favorite because historically, we belong here, we are Ghana. But for the longest time, we've not won the AFCON. Generations have seen Ghana win the AFCON before. What about a country that had, in its entire history, never ever winning any trophy before? These days, we're able to grant interviews and people tell us that when we were younger, when Ghana won the AFCON, president this, president that. There are countries that has no history of that. So it's different. You can't equate it. We are not saying that the fact that a country had won it before, another generation winning it means less. No. But we are saying that it would mean more to a country that has never ever won it before. And that one is just a statement of fact. I don't know how we beat
Do you
about
know
it.
how many years separate 1986 and 2022?
There's a drought. But do you know how many years separate eternity? When you've never done it before. Do you know the number of years? Can you quantify the number of years? I can tell you the number of years that separates Argentina's last victory of the World Cup to the one that Messi and Co won. But can you tell me the difference between when Portugal had not won it before till the time they won it? Can you
They
tell me?
haven't won it.
I'm talking about the Euros. We're talking about
I'm talking World Cup. Why are you bringing Euros and League and Nations League? FIFA World Cup.
Oh, wait. Argentina have not won the Copa America.
In all of this conversation, none of you mentioned Copa America. So it's World Cup, Messi's World Cup, and Ronaldo's Euros. Messi's World Cup and Ronaldo's Nations League. Messi's World Cup and Ronaldo's Champions League. Messi's World Cup.
I've not been listening.
I've been listening.
No, we are saying that Argentina is a country that wins. Argentina is blessed with football. Look, Argentina, apart from maybe Brazil, we've not seen any country that's produced more talented footballers than Argentina. And even they can argue that then in Brazil, they're some level. And that is why when you mention Pele, you mention Maradona. When you mention Campos, like they are there. Argentina is a global.
Well, Portugal don't have one of those people.
Until why?
Until Ronaldo.
They were not playing. They're not playing consistently. Until Ronaldo.
Oh, Boga, then you are scratching your head. Mention the player who can level up to Ronaldo.
They were not qualified for the World Cup consistently. Until Ronaldo, they were not making every Euros. Do you think so? If Portugal were great at the time, why did they have that record before Ronaldo? And why have they been this consistent after Ronaldo? Yes, there are other factors that has gone in. That they've produced a lot more talent since Ronaldo burst onto the scene, and even Ronaldo being part of that cycle. But he has been the one who has almost always led them throughout all these qualifications and taking them to World Cups, and even when he burst onto the scene as a young boy, in the Euro 2004, that they went all the way to the final for Greece to undo them in Portugal. He wasn't just one of the players. He wasn't just a small boy being part of the squad.
You see, what I don't understand what I don't understand are there. You said mention some play. I was looking for some Ronaldo context voice to help you. But look, listen, before Ronaldo came to the scene, I mean, everybody mentioned Eusebio as one of the
What did Eusebio do for Portugal? Eusebio did well for his
champ.
club side.
It doesn't mean he wasn't mentioned or wasn't considered one of the
not
greatest
in context. In context.
Talking about
Portugal.
context.
Yes.
You know that before Ronaldo came and took them all the way to the semi-finals of the World Cup in their first in 2006.
Yes.
The previous player to have taken them all the way to that level was who?
Was
Eusebio.
Good. So I don't understand why you say
When you mention Maradona, can you mention Eusebio? What are you talking about?
Eusebio did it once and he was good for them. And that we can mention Figo. We can mention Figo. We can mention Rio Costa. They were good players.
Figo, he was part of that OC squad. But no one gives him credit. Only Ronaldo.
But why would you give him credit if he couldn't do it?
But I'm saying, you see the way you people have vehemently defended trophies that were won by 6 matches or 7 games. And talk about how important it is, how great it is, like the Euros. How many matches do they play?
Same as the World Cup until the recent one.
And those ones are what defines Ronaldo's career, as you are using now to do the argument.
No.
That Ronaldo won. What do you mean no? You said Ronaldo won Euros. And that before Ronaldo, they had never won the Euros. Fact.
Yes.
But the Euros, they won it with how many matches?
You are not listening.
So I heard you, Pa. But I'm saying that. I heard you, Pa. I was listening. But I'm saying that he won the Euros fair and square.
Yes.
First ever for Portugal.
Yes.
And you have used that as a basis to describe him as one of the greatest of all time, especially for Portugal.
No. If Ronaldo had 1-0 trophy for Portugal, I still
so we are on the same page. Exactly, we are on the same page. We are on the same page. So those 6-match tournaments, those are what? 7. Those 7-match tournaments. Those 7-match tournaments. Those 7-match tournaments that Ronaldo won. As far as you are concerned, you were about to say that if he hadn't won anything for Portugal, you would not. Good.
Am I true?
I've said it already.
So those 7-match tournaments are what cements Ronaldo's legacy.
I didn't say that.
But
that's your opinion.
But another 7-match tournament doesn't define him.
No, you are making an opinion. No,
it's okay. No, I'm stating the inconsistency.
I didn't say any of what you said. But that's your opinion. You can have it. But you can't force it on me. The listeners are listening. They are listening.
Hey, more. You people.
If the Portugal win the World Cup, which is possible, they will shock the world. Yes. But in my mind, I don't think in that way. Of course, you want to win. Yeah, when you compete, you want to win. I'm honest. For me, I'm not going to change the way I see the things and the way I see the football.
Do you believe you've earned the right to be considered the greatest of all time?
Of course. Oh, one of the best for many of people, yes.
But number one?
Peace, but I don't care about that anymore, serious.
Really?
I say so many things, I say so many interviews where I think, if I say something now, the people not going to surprise. This story speaks for itself. They have opinions. Some people like more blonde. Some people like more dark. It's okay. No problem for me. But to change this story, the history of Portugal, to say if Cristiano will the World Cup, will be... No, this does not make sense for me. I win. We won 3 titles for Portugal history. Before Portugal never won nothing. I'm glad. I'm so happy.
But you would love it, Cristiano, to win the World Cup.
Yeah, but not obsession. Please.
No, I understand what you're saying.
I swear for my kids.
But I still think that image of you, if
I don't agree. I'm not agree.
Really interesting.
Yes, no, I'm not agree. Because Portugal never won World Cup. Yeah, but they can win. Yes, we're gonna fight for that. But
it shouldn't define you as a player.
No.
Define his legacy.
No problem.
So what is the issue? You know the hypocrisy. Fentuo Tahiru before 2022 was also saying that Messi doesn't need to win World Cup. So what is the issue now? Like, I don't understand. Why? Why? By force he has to win. Or if he says he doesn't need to win.
See, I make sad stuff for Ronaldo. The way Charlie,
people are so disingenuous. Then you take quote 3 lines. Then you go and put it
054 055. Okay, 05511119997. My message box is going ballistic. 055 11. Hold on. But it's true.
What did you do?
I might hold on, guys. I'm in charge of reading the messages.
No,
I haven't even opened it. You are about to read. You read the message and you are attacking the person.
I asked you, what do Zobio do?
Semi-final World Cup, 1966. After that, then Ronaldo to semi-final World Cup, 1966. As far as Eusebio and Ronaldo are concerned, they have the same record at the World Cup. What is your problem?
That's you see, you're using only the World Cup.
But that is the greatest competition in the world.
Ronaldo has won the Euros for the Portugal.
Then Kleberson and Messi, no, they are on the same level.
No, they are not. No, they are not.
Yeah, they are World Cup.
No, they are not. They are not. The greatest of all time is not only the World Cup.
Exactly.
But hold on. No. I said no. I haven't finished. No, I haven't finished the sentence. It's not only the World Cup, but the World Cup is a critical element that must be in your CV to be considered the greatest of all time. That's what I'm saying. That's all.
You can lie.
Listen, Bright in East Legon. He says, Fent, your people are hypocrites. I agree. Ronaldo winning the World Cup would add a lot to his CV. Fact. You can argue that the World Cup should not be the yardstick. That's fine. He should have ended it there. Saying a 7-match tournament is where my problem is. How many matches are played in the Euros? I made that point. Another 6.
You didn't listen to that.
The way, hold on.
He listened to you.
The way,
Exactly.
but he says the way I defend Ronaldo, he's making me shine. Bright is a Ronaldo fan.
Massa. You didn't listen to that thing. How can you listen to that thing and reach this conclusion?
This one says, Fentuo, it's surprising that, okay, hold on, that you are stretching this issue. Maybe you just want to play the devil's advocate. You are very much aware that the World Cups are won by teams with a collection of talents, not just one individual star, just like the Euros. No? Okay, so fair enough. So just like the Euros, okay.
You got the Euros.
So if you won't give Messi credit for the World Cup, you want.
Where does Messi even come into this conversation?
Where does Messi even come in? The guy wasn't even talking about
Messi didn't even Messi come in.
Everything he was talking about himself. But some way,
I have put your microphones off. I've put your microphones off. Until Ronaldo, there was Eusebio. Fact! Eusebio took Portugal to the FIFA World Cup semi-finals. The first player to do it in 1966. Figo and Deco and Co helped Ronaldo to the 2006 World Cup semi-final. His name is Kweku Amankwa Opoku. His name is Kweku. Kweku Amankwa. Okay, fair enough. This one says, hey, messages no knows who. This one says, the Kego explained tire no evidence. The World Cup outweighs all the trophies CR7 has won in the sport. Pablo in Montreal, Canada, sent us that message. This one says, Dike and Sicho. Okay, I think that's what I just read. Okay, this one says Ronaldo is so controversial. He last said that the World Cup is the greatest trophy, and today he's lost his credibility. Ronaldo sue. Okay, Ronaldo sue. He said Ronaldo sue.
When did Ronaldo say that the World Cup is not the greatest trophy?
You see, the issue here is that when somebody says something, listen, just go to the source and
we have heard him. I played the voices.
Looking and listening to people.
DK, your microphone is
like,
off.
What Fentuo is just
hey. I've not done anything.
Prophet who has just led the whole flock astray. Now somebody say Ronaldo